Ralph Berkeley has a passion for being at the practice, for interacting with patients, for being on the cutting edge, for the growth.
He told me once that he allows. He doesn't tell people what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. He allows them to do what they do and to do it to the best of their ability.
It sounds sort of funny to have a great practice that's sort of family-oriented, but he was very intentional about when you're here working really hard and then going home and being with your family.
People who are considering coming on board, they'll ask a lot of times, why have you stayed so long? What has kept you here at Berkeley Eye Center? And I honestly say, I mean, foundationally, the reason is Ralph Berkeley.
He's not above anything. He does what he needs to do, and we love him for it.
What we've learned from Dr. Berkeley over the years is how to take care of patients. He likes to spend time visiting with patients and getting to know them and helping them through their problems.
He sets a certain standard on the medical side. I mean, he's a fantastic surgeon, he's a very good clinician, but what is most impressive about joining this group that long ago was how he related to the people he worked with.
Every time I see Dr. Berkeley at work, he's always energetic and has a smile on his face and is always excited to meet patients and talk to anyone that passes by.
Well, my impression of Ralph, since I've known him, is he's just a cool character, you know? He's kind of like Cool Hand Luke or something, you know?
It's one thing I really have loved so much about Dr. Berkeley. He's so giving. He is he's such a good person, you know? He's got a big heart, and he loves to help people, help a lot of people.
Dr. Berkeley is, to me, he's basically a friend, almost like a father figure.
It's because of Ralph Berkeley that this group is as we are today. We are a cohesive unit, we work well together, and we have respect for each other, and I think that's very important, and that's thanks to Dr. Berkeley.
The vision began 50 years ago to develop a world-class eye center where patients from across Texas and around the world could benefit from the latest breakthroughs in vision correction. Today, Berkeley Eye Center is proud to celebrate the 50th anniversary of service for pioneering eye surgeon Dr. Ralph Berkeley, an innovator in the field of ophthalmology. Thanks to Dr. Berkeley's efforts during the past 50 years, Berkeley Eye Center has grown to include 14 locations throughout the greater Houston area, 21 doctors, 160 employees, and 4 laser centers. And perhaps best of all, after 50 years of service, you can still have an appointment with Dr. Berkeley. On behalf of the entire eye care industry, Berkeley Eye Center is proud to say, well done, sir.
He told me once that you don't have to spend a lot of time, you got to spend good time. He says 1 minute knee to knee and touching someone is worth more than 20 minutes sitting across the room talking to them while you're writing in their chart. And he taught me to care for patients.
Dr. Berkeley, there's so many sides to him, but there is that fun side, but there's a serious side. The one I guess that I appreciate the most with Dr. Berkeley, I almost lost my husband 7-8 years ago. And I called him, obviously, from the emergency room, and he said, well, just a minute, but let me get my white coat, because if I put my white coat on, I can go in the emergency room and then I can tell you everything that's going on. And he did, and came out with me and explained everything, probably more than the doctors at Herman did.
He's all for education. He's encouraging everybody to further their education.
After being here for a week as a student, I knew I wanted to work here, so I knew I had to try to impress him in some way. In some way, Dr. Berkeley saw in me something that, made him hire me, so I thank him for that.
I had heard about Dr. Berkeley when I was training in residency. He actually came in to where I was doing residency to have a laser treatment, and I remember everyone scurrying around and trying to impress him because he was kind of a legend.
When I first came, he started watching me doing LASIK and stuff like that, and he's just really, you've got this icon looking over your shoulder, and, basically, a little bit nervous because you got Ralph Berkeley, who's done 50 trillion LASIK and RK, looking over your shoulder, and I'm just this new guy, trying to hold my weight here and deliver as expected, hopefully.
He goes out of his way to meet the new people. He's excited when new people come on board. People will ask me after they've worked for us for a little while, they'll basically go around and say, what amazed me about this place is everyone's so nice. And I'll sit there and say, that's the culture that Dr. Berkley has created. He wants that from the people who work here.
Ralph's got a reputation of just being the best, and turns out he was, and he is.
Ralph has always stayed so far in front of his profession. I mean, honestly, there were times I think that people really wondered where he was going. But he stayed out in front and proved to people that he was always going to do the best and do it first. And all he's ever asked of others is that they do the same, do the best they can do, stay in front, stay up to date, and take as good a care of the patients as he has.
He tells me time after time after time again, I wish I was going to be here for the next 50 years because I know all the things that are coming down the pipe in ophthalmology and where this practice is going. And so he has just a passion and an excitement, a love for it.
Ralph's made it very difficult for me, quite frankly, because 50 years after being in practice, he still comes to work with this incredible enthusiasm and this intellectual curiosity, and it really sets a standard that is almost impossible to meet. So for me and all the other partners, Ralph, give us a break. But sincerely, he does set a certain standard of professionalism, and for 50 years to be able to maintain that standard is remarkable, really.
And as proud as we are of Dr. Berkley's professional accomplishments, we're equally proud of the other, let's say, fun side Dr. Berkley has allowed us to enjoy all these years.
Here, Miss Benita come. I'm not one to gossip, y'all, but here's the news.
I know so many of the stories and where the bodies are buried, and I've been told that I have to stay because of that.
There's very few people you're going to work with that are more fun than Ralph Berkley.
One of the things that made a real impact on me was after we went through the practice split in 2003, Dr. Berkley sat in my office and said, this split has been very stressful on the staff. Now, I knew it had been very stressful on Dr. Berkley, but he said, this split has been very stressful on the staff. And he looked at me and said, they need to have fun. You need to make sure the employees have fun. And I thought, I got the greatest job in the world. It is my responsibility to help the staff have fun. And that's what we did.
My first time I met Dr. Berkley was I came down to kind of see what the clinic was about, and I was in the OR watching him operate, and suddenly a patient, it was actually a stripper, somebody had paid for her to come in, and she got up off the table and started dancing in the OR. So so that was quite an ordeal that introduced me to Dr. Berkley. So
after a long day with Dr. Berkley in the OR and in clinic, we go back to a house where we're all living together for the night. And it's actually our first mission trip together, and I'll never forget because when I got to know Dr. Berkley more personally was when Jenny Micheletti and I were in the bathroom next to his bedroom where he and Jenny Berkley were trying to get ready for bed, and the toilet began to overflow. And so we're in the bathroom and we're laughing and trying to get stuff done. He comes running out with his white hair matching his whitey-tighties and chases us down the hallway to tell us to be quiet and go to bed. So I was like, okay, well now I have this really professional, highly thought of man, and now he's my dad.
He's a lot of fun to be around. He just makes it fun. He just do funny things. If you eating your lunch, he'll kind of sneak by you and eat it for you.
One day he called me up and said, Judy, I think we should have a watermelon seed spitting contest. And I said, and where would we do this? I was thinking a park. He said, oh, in the office. He said, make that happen. And so in our kitchen, we put down plastic. We got watermelons. We got seeds out. We had measuring devices. We had watchers, and people came in there, and we called it our Summer Olympics. We had bubblegum blowing contests and other things, but Dr. Berkley and all the ODs were spitting watermelon seeds. I couldn't believe that. I'd never been asked to do anything in my role as an assistant ever like that. It was fun.
My favorite time was when we were in Samachica, Mexico, with his son. He has a hospital in Samachica, and he wanted to make breakfast for all of us. So he's over here getting eggs ready and bacon, and then he decides he wants to make toast. So this is, we don't have a toaster, so he decides to turn on the oven. Well, it's a gas oven, and he didn't know how high he had it on, and it just blasted. All the windows shattered, but we were all okay.
Ralph, thanks for setting the vision. Thanks for giving us the guidance. Thanks for the opportunity. I think that a lot of people can give you direction, can state direction, can tell you the way to do things. I think what's special about Ralph Berkeley is that he doesn't just do it with words. He does it with action.
Thanks, Ralph. 50 years of service to the ophthalmology is fantastic. And I'm glad that I've been part of it for at least this last decade of your life. You've taught me a lot, and it's definitely a privilege.
I just want to say thank you, Dr. Berkeley, for everything you've ever done for my medical career.
Thanks for putting together such a great place to work and such a great team of people. The care that you've arranged for patients over the years and even now is just world class. It's really fun to be part of an organization that will take care of people just same way you want your family to be taken care of.
When I think of you, I reflect more importantly on how you've affected me personally. And that would be the many discussions that we have over family, about our children, about how getting older changes our perspective on how we handle challenges in life that we come across. And it's not what you've said to me, but it's the unspoken part of what you've said to me. I can look at your face, look at your eyes, and know the intensity that you love each and every individual that works here. You have a compassion for them, you have a love for your children, and most importantly, you have a strong love for your dear Jenny. And if I could be half of what you have been in life, I feel like I will be a success. So I thank you for that.
Ralph, it's been wonderful working with you, and we look forward to many more years of working together, and getting advice and kind of guiding us on where we need to go. So, happy 50th.
Ralph, congratulations on 50 years of practice, and on just a personal note, I appreciate all the mentoring over the years. You've really helped me become the doctor that I am, and you've set a high standard and a great example really for me and for all of the partners. So congratulations on 50 years, and looking forward to the next 10.
Congratulations, Ralph, on 50 great golden years. And that's all I'm going to say.
Ralph, I'm here because of you, everything you've done here, and I really am impressed by the Berkeley Eye Center and everybody you brought around you. You really have surrounded yourself with great people, and it's a reflection of what a great person you are.
You are still the man, always will be the man. It's unbelievable what you accomplished. Congratulations. It's been fun to be a part of this special team you've put together here. I appreciate it, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Berkeley, for 26 years. You guided me through trials, tribulations, the good and bad. I couldn't ask for having a better person to lead me down the right path. Thank you.
Well, Dr. Berkeley, you and I are so close to the same age. When I started with you, I said, I will stay as long as you stay. But my goodness, a deal's a deal. I was thinking, for goodness sakes, 50 years, if you can hang in, so can I, and I will be there because we love you, we honor you, we respect you, because you're a good man.
For all of the laughs, smiles, and great memories, for the chance to watch you dedicate your life to caring for patients and their vision, for the honor of working with you these 50 years. Thank you, Dr. Berkeley. And again, well done, sir.
Ralph, I just want to say congratulations on this milestone. We both know you could not have done it without me. After all, Ralph, I taught you everything you know about ophthalmology and business. Just think where you'd be today if not for me. I was your Hillary Clinton.
Hi, it's me, Dr. Ralphie Berkeley. But don't call me Ralphie. Or if you want to, that's fine. Just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year from Berkeley Eye Center. Ha 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 ha.